Jane. I'm recording a video so you can see what I'm talking about. I thought this might be more effective than pictures. So this is the empty tray. And let me put in, I'm going to fill the tray so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. That's about 95% full, so it's way up there. Now, if I use the adjust the edges so that it snugs up against the paper, give it a little shake, so it's nice and straight. This one, the length is good. The width, if I snug it up against the paper, then the slightest pressure knocks it back into a groove. It's not seated into a groove, and that creates a gap here. If I snug it, nice and firm, so now it's firm. Any amount of shaking it, re-establishes that gap. It falls backwards. It can't fall forward. It can't fall closer to the paper because it bumps into the paper. So it falls backwards, and that leaves a pretty good gap, and I'll illustrate that gap in a moment. My workaround, well, actually, you know what? Let me illustrate it right now. So I'll show you again. I'll snug it up. It's nice and tight, and then some gentle rocking creates a gap here. I want to show you how wide this is. Here's a plastic knife. Sorry. Fits nicely in there. It's wide enough. This is a bundle of 25 sheets of paper. Lots of paper. 25 sheets of paper that can fit easily. Sorry, they're not straight. But these can fit easily into that gap. That's how wide it is. So, 25 sheets of paper, you take 25 sheets of paper and measure it, you can see it's a couple millimeters thick. So what I do to work around this, I take the paper out. If I set it a notch in, that was not in. You can see how difficult this is to get. If I put it one snap further out. Shoot. Try that again. Okay, that's where it wobbles. So let me come in a notch there. Right there. And I don't know if you can see this in the light, but I'm just inside the bar that says letter legal, the first stop in. And now if I put paper in, of course it's snug because it's too narrow. And there's some waviness to this paper because it's compressed. This does work, obviously, because it holds the sheets tight, tighter than they should be. My worry with this as a solution, this is no more than a temporary solution because over time, I'm worried that having paper that's not laying flat in the bottom is going to make it so the paper pick rolls are going to start, read it wrong and they're going to jam. Mind you, when this is full, it's less noticeable because the outsides of these fins push out a little more than they do at the bottom, they do at the top than they do at the bottom. So here it's flat, but when I get down to like the last 50 sheets or so, it's wavy against the bottom. So anyway, you can see that works for me. So, and I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get it close. Just inside. I'm trying to get the light on it. The marker for legal, or for letter legal. Okay. There's another look at it. Let's see if I can get the light on it. Sorry, I don't exactly have a studio here. Okay, and you wanted to see the bottom, so here's the bottom. It's everything is in where it should be. So anyway, I hope this information helps you. I have another tray. The two machines that we have here, the 250 trays, the main trays are exactly the same. They both have this exact same problem. The tray from the additional add-on tray, that one works fine. So I hope this helps